Hi guys, we're back with our episode 12 of Campus Placement Interview Series. Today we have Sayyam Luhadia here with us. He received an offer from ZS Associates in 2020. Let's know more about how he converted this company. Hey Sayyam, how are
Hi,
you?
Shivam. Hi. Thank you so much inviting me here. First of all, really appreciate for taking this initiative, man. You're
Thanks a
doing
lot,
really
man.
great.
Yeah. All right, so I'll just brief you how it's going to go. Initially, I want to get to know you. We'll discuss about your profile and the internships that you did, what was your GPA and all, and then we'll move on to the recruitment drives that you had to go through for ZS. All
All
right.
right.
So initially, this is the first question that I asked. What was your GPA at the time when you applied to ZS?
So my GPA was straight 8, like dot 8.
Dot eight. All right, that's pretty good. And how many internships did you have under your belt?
I did two internships. So first internship was in a company called Vigo India, and there I worked as a marketing intern. And the second internship I did it in NGO called Deny, and there I was a volunteer. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Did you pursue any courses or certifications?
Yeah, so I pursued courses mostly related to data only. So my courses were like in advanced Excel, in learning table use, in Python. So yeah, those were the major courses that I did.
Tell me about your PORs.
So I worked as president in finance and investment society of Shahid Bhagat Singh College. In the society, I also worked as social media and marketing manager in second year, and I've also held some events in first year as well. Apart from that, I worked in TEDx SBSC as well as a finance head.
All right, so coming to the final recruitment drive that you had to go through for ZS, can you tell me how many rounds there were?
All right. So ultimately, there were three rounds. First was the aptitude test. Second was the case study and interview round, and the third was the HR interview.
All right, so can you tell me how many sections there were in the aptitude test?
So there were ultimately five sections. So first four sections were like in general, the vocabularies and QA, LR, and the data interpretation. There was another fifth round. Now in the fifth round, we were given with certain kinds of case studies. So in the case studies, it was all MCQ based, but we were asked questions related to merger, demerger, and acquisition and all. So they were pretty simple, basic. But yeah, because we were having less amount of time, we have to solve it all quickly and all.
As far as I remember, the case study, it also had some subjective questions. Am I correct?
I think so. I mean, I can't recall it right now, but yeah, I guess there were few of them as well.
All right, perfect. Then after you cleared this round, what was the next round?
So the next round was case study round. Now, the case study round itself was divided in two parts. The first part was we have to solve the case study, and the second part was we have to present the case study in the front of interviewer.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the case study. What kind of case study it was? Can you give a few examples, the questions that were asked to you?
So I'll be completely honest with you. So most of my peers who were appearing for the case study round, we assumed that it would be related to strategic consulting. But unexpectedly, the questions were related to data management consulting based. So I mean, the questions were like missing data and formulating the tables and making data much more simpler. Cleansing the data that we call technically. And so if you are someone who is having knowledge in Excel, acquainted with the knowledge in Excel, you can easily crack the case study round particularly. Then it was followed up by the interview round. Now in the interview round, we have to present the case study that we have solved. Now the first thing first, they were not focusing on how much perfect your answer is, but they were much more focusing on your approach, like
All right.
how you move from here to there. All right. So they were just focusing on the process. They were asking me about the assumptions that I made while doing up the case study. I still remember I did a little bit general calculated mistake. And rather than pointing me out directly, they just asked me that, okay, so these are the data sets that you have made. And they told me to explain them, like what kind of calculation I made, like general multiplication observation. So
All
I
right.
told them I
Was
multiplied
this
this with this.
regarding the converting the monthly compensation to the yearly compensation?
Yeah,
Yeah, a
exactly.
lot of
I
people
did
made
some
this
little,
mistake. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And while I was telling them, I realized that I did a calculation mistake there, and I just told them straight hand that okay, this was a mistake, and they were quite polite. They didn't take it seriously. They were like, "Oh, all right, it's fine. You can just change the answer accordingly." So the thing is that they were not focusing on our calculations and all. They were focusing on my approach. So, yeah.
Perfect. So after you cleared this round, you had to go through the final round. So first of all, I want to know that how did you prep for the case study round, and how did you prep to how to present that case study?
All right. So as I said, that most of us went there assuming that we would be given strategic consulting related questions, but it was data interpretation and all. It was related to data and all. So yeah, I don't think there was much of preparation required in that. The thing is that if you are someone like me who have math anxiety, just be calm in the interview, right? Like there could be a chance they would ask you to multiply those two or three numbers that are there in the case study, and you have to do it on the spot. So just be calm, don't panic. So yeah, that's it.
All right, this is just to put it out there that the questions that were asked, which were calculative in nature, they were pretty basic. The only thing that we had to face was that the anxiety, as Sayyam mentioned, because we tend to get scared when we are presented a lot of data in front of us. But in reality, we just had to cross multiply the data, and we got the commission of that should have been paid, right?
Yeah,
So, all right.
yeah,
So
exactly.
moving forward, Sayyam, tell me about how you presented your data. You had to write all these answers down in a sheet, right?
Yeah. So like honestly, we were having 45 minutes time given. So like we were working on our computer and we had the case study on the screen, and we just have to jot it down all in the paper and scan it and send it to the interviewer. And after an hour or two, we got a call from him that we have to attend up a meeting, and then we had to present up all the answers.
All right. Perfect. Do you have any tips on how one can present their answers well?
All right. So first step, just have an attitude of learning. Like there could be a chance that you have made a certain kind of assumption, but the interviewer could point you out that maybe your assumption is wrong and can ask you to follow up a different kind of assumption on the spot. So just have, rather than criticizing them on the spot, don't do that. First of all, just accept it and just learn from it. Have a learning nature. That is that is the first advice. And the second is don't panic. Okay, don't panic with
Absolutely.
the math questions and all. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Perfect. Moving on, Sayyam, to the final round, which you said was the HR round. Can you tell me what kinds of questions there were?
Okay, Shubham, first of all, to be frank, most of us approach the interview with the thinking that almost all questions would be formal and HR questions would be there. So likewise, like it's just the general response. I before the interview, I googled up the HR questions. Okay, I was just mentally answering them that okay, if this question I face, this is what the answer I will present. But sometimes you can get off guard as well in the interview. One general advice that if you have any kind of initiative related to data, make sure to present it during the time of interview. So I remember my interview started with just the general question that tell me something about yourself and all. Then the interviewer asked me that if there's something in my CV which I didn't mention, and I told them about one of the events that I did which involved lots of which involved lots of solving up lots of data and all right. And out of throughout my 45-minute interview, the starting 15 minutes interview was all about the event that I did, which involved data.
All
And
right.
I assumed that they just wanted the surface level information, so I presented him that. But I realized that I mean they were just digging up the questions throughout the interview, like the complex question, like how the operations went during the time of event, like what you did and how what kind of data you have to put in, like all the general stuff. So the starting 15 minutes of my interview were like that. Now I would also like to point it out that most of my peers face guesstimates as well.
All right.
Okay, so starting 15 minutes interview, most of my peers face guesstimate questions as well, unlike me. I don't know why they didn't ask me. But yeah,
So were you asked puzzles or any other technical questions?
no, I don't think I was not asked any technical questions throughout the interview.
All right, so I'll just mention over here what I was asked regarding the guesstimates. I've played basketball at the national level, so they saw that in my CV, and then they asked me that how many basketball courts would be there in Delhi right now. So this was one guesstimate that I had to go through, and they asked me puzzles as well. And moving on, they gave me another guesstimate wherein I had to plan out a design of a mall and how many shops would be there in that mall. So that is what they asked me, and they were pretty clear about it. They were guiding us through the process. They weren't kind of criticizing or asking a lot of follow-up questions. They just wanted to know my approach, and that's it. Do you have any advice for the candidates who have to go through these rounds?
First advice, as I said earlier, that have a learning approach even during the time of interview. Um, as I mentioned, like in the case study round, they can point it out you are wrong in some way. In HR round, also they can point it out you're wrong in some way. The best approach is to accept it and to work over it during the time of interview as well. Just tell them that you were wrong, and just tell them how can you learn and make it better next time. So that is first advice. Second advice, I would say that it's better if you can pursue some courses. If you are applying for OD profile in GS, it's better if you can pursue some courses related to Excel, table view. That would be pretty helpful. So the third advice is stay confident throughout the interview. I mean, stay don't tell lie in the interview first of all, but stay confident, stay who you are, and just say if you did some mistake, just say it on the face. If you feel you don't know the answer of a question, just say it on the face and stay confident throughout the interview. And I hope you will crack it.